Hello, and this is my Dermaplane Facial service. Mostly just the Dermaplane portion of the service. I'm gonna walk you through it. So I'm cleansing and looking at her skin a little bit. You'll notice that she's getting pink even just from the cleanse, and that's okay. Some people just get pink a little bit easier than others. So there I was applying just water to the skin, and now I'm using a BT Micro. The BT Micro utilizes microcurrent and ultrasound to help kind of deep cleanse the skin and clean out the pores, and it is slightly exfoliating. So there, did you notice a little bit of the mist? I usually don't do it towards the eyes because of that. So the mist is called cavitation. It's the implosion of a water molecule on the skin, and it is a little bit exfoliating. There I was showing you how I'm using the device to clean out her pores. So most people who come in for a facial, they are like, I want the blackheads off my nose gone. And most people don't actually have blackheads on their nose. What you're seeing is the large pores. Our pores are always the largest on our nose, and then they'll kind of get smaller as they go out towards the ears, and depending on how large your pores are all the way out to the ears depends on how oily you are. So on the nose, the pores are always the largest. They're on the nose, and so what's in there is oil and dirt mostly. So I like to use the BT Micro to clean out those pores. It is just a lot less painful than using an extractor tool. That thing hurts, and if you have ever had that thing used on you, you know it hurts. So this is a good alternative. And I like to talk and laugh and joke while I'm doing it, because while it's not as painful as the extractor tool, it's still not all that fun. Now the device itself is not painful. It's just the pushing and trying to clean out those pores that's unpleasant. So I'm using my phone camera to try to get in there a little bit better so you can see it a little bit better. But I apologize that I wasn't the best camera person. I'm using one hand to use the device and the other hand to hold my phone, and sometimes I was paying more attention to her face and the device than I was my phone, as I should be. One of these days, I swear, I'll have my kids come in and help me, or a friend. So it looks like I'm pushing really hard right there, but I'm really not pushing very hard. And again, her skin gets pink, nice and easy, but it goes down really quickly too. So she's of Northern European descent, and that's just one of the traits that's typical of Northern European descent. My face does it as well. My camera skills. Sorry, guys. Okay, back to the camera that's on the stand. And I like to remove, just kind of wipe the skin down after I do any extractions, just making sure I'm removing any debris before we move on. And you do want the skin to be dry. I sped this up quite a bit. So the skin is dry before you begin dermaplaning. It's kind of fun watching it in the sped up mode. But you can still tell that I'm going back and forth, right? I'm going back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. And I'm not just taking it and kind of slide, scrape to remove hair. This service is not meant for hair removal. it is an exfoliation with the side effect of hair removal. So you're not going in there and treating it like a hair removal service. So the way that you use it is differently. We're using it for exfoliation. I slowed it down and you can see exactly how, slow I'm going, exactly what I'm doing. You want to pull the skin taut. I'm being very gentle there under the eyes. Skin's nice and flat. I take the skin and flatten it and pull it down, so I'm getting that skin, but I'm not, you're pulling it away from the eye. And you can see back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. Also, you can see that the blade is rounded at the front, so that top part is not sharp. The only part that's sharp is right on the bottom and it's flat. You can use those surgical blades that are meant for cutting, that are pointy on the top for dermaplaning, but it's not recommended, and most of the the whoopsie daisies, the accidents that happen in dermaplaning are from using that other blade, because it's meant for cutting, so it's easier to cut the skin, which is not what we want to do. I sped it back up again. Also, you probably noticed I pushed the hair out of the way. Again, it's not meant for hair removal, so I don't try to trim their sideburns or do anything like that. That's not my job and not what this is for. It is just for exfoliating the skin. And again, her skin is getting nice and pink, and that's just from me touching, pulling, stretching. It is not because this is super abrasive. It's actually very, very gentle. It's one of my favorite exfoliating services. And it's as intense as you make it. So your pressure and how fast you're going, how many, passes you do. And then you can combine it with other modalities. So you could do chemical peel after, or microneedling, as long as their skin can handle it. All right, I go on to do I backed it up and slowed it down so you can see the end. I go on to do a massage, very light massage. You don't want to overstimulate the skin, but I like to give a little bit of a relaxing massage after. And then I do a mask and a hand and arm massage, and I end with the cryo globes. I didn't show any of that because my camera battery died, unfortunately. But you get to see the fun part, the super fun part, the dermaplaning. And here we're coming to an end. She's so funny. I showed her the hair and the skin there that I got off of her face. Okay, well, thank you so much for watching. I hope you had as much fun as I did, and we'll tune into future videos or stop by and see me at the skin studio. Okay, bye.